So we're getting ready to do our first industry certification in the Adobe Academy. And in order to practice for that exam, we are going to use one of the apps called Gmetrix. And that app is preloaded on all the workstations in the classroom. You can do this at home and install the app if you like, but for the purposes of this tutorial, we're just going to go through and show you the process for doing it here in class. So you would type Gmetrix down here in the search box to get that to pop up, and then you'll see that this looks like its own standalone app. So the first thing that you'll need to do is set up an account. I already have an account, but for all those students that don't have one, you would, of course, put in your first name, last name, United States, North Carolina, put in your student number, your student email address, and then your username and password that you choose. And then it's very important and mandatory, actually, for you to set up a document that records the logins so that when you go to take certification or even just practice, you have the website and the username and password for that so you don't forget it. But also, when we move on to setting up your Certiport login on testing day, that will show there as well. So very important that you pause here, put in your username and password that you selected, and also it's good to record what your secret question is. So you could put favorite actor and then whatever their name is. And then you're going to accept that agreement and then click confirm. So this is a really important step, so don't forget that. Now I'm going to go back. One of the things you don't want to do is use one of these existing providers. This is very important because these options populate data for you and you don't know what those usernames and passwords are when you click these options. So please do not use those. You will need to sign up formally here. So let me go ahead and sign in. And the first thing that we normally do is click on Start a New Test. Now, because I've already put my codes in, it does automatically send me to the Adobe products. But what you will have to do is unlock the content with the access code I provide you. I have provided that code inside of Canvas in an announcement, and so you can navigate out there and copy and paste the code in this section. It would also prompt you when you clicked on New Test. So either way, you would just copy and paste that code, and now you'll be here. And so the next question is going to be, which one of these do I choose? Well, if you hover over, you can see what version so these are all just different versions of Photoshop starting from way back in 2015. And you are going to choose the most recent version, which is the 2022. All right. So now from here, you're just going to have to be careful as far as like making sure you're selecting the correct product. So we have the option to certify in all of these, but to start our year off, we will start with Photoshop, then we will go to Illustrator. So I'm going to click on Photoshop. And then you're going to see here that we have 3 practice exams. And we will start with exam 1, and you'll see there are 2 modes. There's training mode and testing mode. So training mode offers the help feature, and it doesn't firmly adhere to the 50-minute time frame. So if I click on training mode, what you will see is Photoshop is going to load for you. So this is a natural process where the software will load. And this is what we call LITA, which means live in the application. So you'll see that under Window Workspace, we now have a special workspace assigned called Gmetrix, live in the application. So all of the test questions for this are going to be right here in this section. So there are 30 tasks, and for each task, you can get help if you need it. And then, of course, every time you complete a question, you'll do your selections here, and then you'll hit next, and it'll tell you if you got it correct. But we'll reserve a full tutorial for the test in another video.